All right, everybody, welcome to One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. So glad to have you guys here tonight. Guess what? We are trying this again. Last week we had Sarah and Izzy Luebbert. They were joining us, and we could not go live. And I don't even want to get into all that because it just brings up bad memories. So just to get out of all that, I'm going to go ahead and bring on my co-host, Mr. Jay Gill from the lovely state of Colorado, if you want to call snow lovely. What's
Well,
going on?
absolutely. Snow is awesome, Dad. Don't you
Oh,
don't you
no.
ever think otherwise. Come on now.
Not when you have my driveway, it's not. Sorry.
Man,
that re-
I'm so excited to be on here again tonight. Last night we had such a fun time with Caleb Walker,
yeah.
but tonight, last week just wasn't the week, Dad. I can't tell you why. I'm not the good Lord. I can't tell you why things happen, but I can tell you that tonight is the night we were
Just the
supposed
night.
to have on Izzy and Sarah Luebbert. So I am fired up to talk about these awesome sisters. If you're a fan of Mid-Missouri sports, I know you have heard about Izzy Luebbert and Sarah Luebbert. These girls are awesome. They could beat me up. That's a fact.
Yeah,
They
probably.
are quick and they are athletic. Oh my goodness. But if you don't know about them, I'm going to tell you a little bit right now. Just a little tease for you. This past year as a junior, Izzy Luebbert was selected to the Class 4 Ladies Soccer All State team. On top of that, she was also all regional, all conference, and all district first team. This is just as a junior in high school. She scored 44 goals and 31 assists in her career. She was also the CMAC Offensive Player of the Year. Wow, that's awesome. She also played club soccer for St. Louis Scott Gallagher, and her squad took fourth place in the 2019 ENCL Nationals, and her club ranked number 5 out of the top 25 ECNL clubs in the 2020-2021 season. She's only one of 3 um, students from the 2022 class to graduate early and go to the University of Arkansas for the spring of 2022. How awesome is that?
That's pretty awesome.
As a senior in high school, I was so unmotivated. I can't even tell you what. I was doing gym classes all the time. I wasn't trying to graduate
Hey, you
early
know
and go
what
to
though?
college.
You know what though? Coach Blake, he would be all right with you doing a gym class. I mean,
You're
I'm
darn right.
sure he would have some things for you to do in his gym class, Jay Gill.
Boy, he could make me run around now. I would just fall over like a whale, I tell you what. Anyways, now if you find yourself wondering, man, that Izzy Luebbert, she's so awesome. I wonder where did she get that motivation? Well, I'll tell you what, look no further than her older sister, Sarah Luebbert, who's going to be on the show tonight as well. Now, Sarah, she attended Jefferson City and she also played club soccer for St. Louis Scott Gallagher. She was on the All State first team selection in 2014. She also claimed the Class 3 Central Missouri All Region Player of the Year honors. For her 3 year high school career, she compiled 163 points, and that was with 53 goals and 57 assists. That just sounds crazy to me. Uh, that might be a reason why she went on to play for the Missouri Tigers from 2016 to 2019. During that time, she played 76 games, starting for 75 of them, and she played 5,131 minutes of soccer.
Wow.
Woohoo! That's awesome. That's over 85 hours. If anyone's curious, I was. I had to do the math.
Hey
Uh,
Jay, hold on.
yeah.
That woohoo you did, that was really close to the Suey call. Hopefully we might hear a little later on.
Sweet! Come on now, come on. I'm excited.
All right.
I'm excited. Uh, so
Sorry to
while she
interrupt.
was at, no, you're fine. While she was at Mizzou, she was named the SEC Freshman of the Year. She claimed all SEC second team honors as a freshman and sophomore, and she was selected to the first team All SEC as junior and senior. She was also the SEC co-scholar athlete of the year as a senior. That might be why she was actually signed on by the Chicago Red Stars to play for the National Women's Soccer League. We've got a professional here, folks. I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm sweating. I can just feel it. That's fine. I hope she doesn't embarrass me. That's okay. All right. Um, so this past fall, though, she actually has gone on to the Club America, and she's been playing in Mexico. So I'm really excited to talk about her experience doing that and kind of what lies ahead for Sarah Luebbert. So, anyways, I'm also curious how the family get-togethers are, but because between her, her sister, and her two brothers, there's so much competition. I could just imagine that they have some all-out brawls at Thanksgiving. And so, anyways, I'm also honored because joining me tonight to co-host is Mr. Scott Blake of Jefferson City. And so I'm excited to bring everyone in. Dad, I'm ready if you
Are
are.
you ready? All right. Well, let's go ahead and
I'm
bring them
ready.
in. All right.
Woohoo!
Well, hey, how are you guys doing?
Doing good, thanks.
Great.
It is
Excited
good
to
to
be here.
it is good to have you all on tonight and the real deal happening. So that's great. So thankful you guys are here. Real quick before we get started, we're gonna have to just cover the weather. So we got Sarah. You're in Mexico City. What's the temperature there?
The temperature,
Or guess. You can just throw it out.
about 70 degrees, clear skies.
Yeah,
It's
obviously
No,
you're
it's
suffering.
awful.
Every day.
It's awful.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
I had to
All
wear
right.
a sweatshirt today with my shorts. It sucks.
Oh yeah, that's horrible. Izzy, how about you? What's going on down there in Arkansas?
It's about 30 degrees. So
Okay, so it's a little bit
not much
closer
different than Missouri.
Yeah. Go ahead, Scott. Represent Missouri. What's happening?
It's probably 20. It probably feels like negative 50 out there tonight. You know, it's just typical Missouri weather. Yeah, it's chilly for sure. So
All
that
right.
Mexico weather would be awesome.
And we've got Jay's mom. She's in Arizona right now. So, Jane, if you want to just pipe in and tell us what the temperature is there, then we can hit another state. How's that? Jay, what's it like in Colorado?
You know, Colorado's not too bad tonight. It's only 32, but now that the sun is gone and it's down, you know, we're going to drop to about 5 degrees tonight. And hopefully the sun gets to shine bright and high in the sky tomorrow, get us back up to 50 degrees because it got warm today and it was nice.
I almost thought for a minute you were going to do one of those little cloud lifting things over to the left or whatever. Okay, here's a report from Arizona. It is 70 degrees. So
Just like Mexico City. There you
just
go.
like
Come
Mexico
on.
City. Thank you, Jane. We appreciate that. All right. Hey, we've got several people that are joining us here, and what I'll try to do occasionally is pop on and bring up a few of the comments. We've got one for Sarah here, and she's already laughing, recognizing that. So, all right, very good.
Te amo. Love it.
I love it.
I'm going to turn it over to Jay and Scott. You guys go ahead and take it from here, and we will have a lot of fun. Again, ladies, thanks for joining us.
All right,
Right,
Jay, is
so-
that me or is it you?
Scott, you are up. I would love to have you talk with Sarah, and this is going to be an awesome segment. We're going to get 1 to 2 sentence answers, so we're looking for some maybe rapid fire sentences. But this is called Coach Blake's Kickoff. So, Coach Blake, kick it off. Come on.
Okay, well, I was thinking 1 to 2 words versus sentences.
Oh.
I mean, the faster the better.
Okay.
So no sentences, 1 to 2 words. And before we get started on the rapid fire, the Coach Blake's kickoff, I will let the girls know if they don't know already. But these lists kind of were a coordination between Coach Eddie Horn and myself. So you both got the opportunity to be around Coach Horn, and we had a really fun time coming up with questions, and figured we both were in agreement that we need to have a little fun with it, right? Have a good time. So 1 to 2 word answers. These are from Coach Horn and myself. Sarah, first one. Okay, we're going to start with you. All right.
All right.
I might mix these up just a little bit. All right. So first one, favorite cheat food after a game in Mexico City. Quick.
Hamburger.
A
Cheeseburger.
hamburger. Cheeseburger. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, your favorite goal as a pro.
Ooh. Against Tigres at home last season.
Describe it.
It was the game winner. I don't even know when it was in. It was like at least the last 15, and just a header goal.
Just
we
a
won
header
the game,
goal.
so it
I
was
mean,
awesome.
just a header
Yeah.
goal. Yeah. Okay. She's humble, guys. She's humble. All right. So, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
That a girl. How many Instagram followers did you pick up after your first month with Club America?
20,000. I don't know.
20,000.
A lot.
Unreal. I see
Yeah.
67 people following us here. Hopefully there's some of them that are following on the Facebook Live tonight. 20,000.
Yeah.
Wow, I couldn't pay
Yeah.
that many people to join me. Fantastic. If you could be a pro in any other sport, which one would you choose?
I think volleyball. I always
Volleyball.
like playing volleyball.
Okay, excellent. And then, man, I could ask you about 10 of these. So you've got to finish it off with your best MU Tiger growl.
Okay. Can I roar?
That's all you got?
Right.
Coach Blitz would be disappointed.
That's all we got today. I don't know. I'm a little sick, I'm kind of a little cold.
All right. Well,
He said,
yeah, I got the hands up.
Roar.
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 Give it. Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Go
All
Tigers.
right. Good.
MIZ.
Good startup. Yeah. Good startup. Now, hey, I do want to flip this a little bit if I can. What's one question? Do we have Eddie Horn on here? Can we tell? I'll let Kirk figure that one out. If Eddie's listening, Eddie, go ahead and comment, and maybe we'll ask you a question. So anyhow, let's go ahead and switch over to Izzy. Are you ready?
I think so.
1 to 2 word answers. Okay. All right. Who's been the biggest influence on you as a player?
My siblings.
Siblings. Okay. Are you saying that just because she's on with you? One of them's on
No,
with you?
Sarah, Tyler, and Nathan. All of them.
I know you guys are a close crew, so I believe you. Good. All right. What's your current bench press?
105.
105. Okay. Nice work.
Solid.
Do you do a lot of lifting already with University of Arkansas?
Yeah, I've done like 3 lifts in the past like 5 days. So yeah, I'm
Let's see
getting
those
there.
pipes.
I'm getting big.
Let's see those pipes. Put them up there.
Can't see
come
them
on.
through here, but they're
There you go. There you go. I've played with you and against you, so I know you can handle your own just fine. So, all right. So here's a little curveball. Worst subject at school?
English.
The writing part or the speaking part?
Writing, or
Okay,
probably both.
I got you.
I hate writing papers.
Okay, best subject at school?
Math.
Okay, good. Are you a big dog or small dog person?
I think I'll definitely get a big dog when I'm older. So,
What
but
do
I
you
have small dogs right now.
Small dogs right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Which one does Jerry like better? Big ones or small ones? That's Dad.
Big ones.
Or no dogs? I bet he's a no dog guy.
He likes like real dogs.
Big dog.
And to those,
Like real dogs.
there's, like
manly dogs, right?
manly dogs. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'm a no. Hold on. I'm a no dog guy.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because when it's cold out, I do not like standing out there. I was like, come on, take care of your business. Let's go.
Come on.
I just had to throw that.
one.
I had to throw that in and say yes. Eddie Horn is watching.
Oh, good. So,
All right.
I don't know if there's a way to get. Let's just, let's just do this. Let me ask the last 2 questions for Izzy, and then Sarah and Izzy, one of you ask Coach Horn a question you've kind of always wondered.
Okay.
Make sure it's appropriate, but let's ask him
got
a
one.
question that you would like to ask him, and then we can just have him respond right here on Facebook Live. So here you go. All right, so Izzy, so if you could have dinner with anyone living or deceased, who would that be?
Justin Bieber.
Oh my gosh, the Bieber fever.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
I'm a
All right.
believer. Come on.
I don't know what to think about that one,
The
Izzy.
confidence.
There you
The
go.
confidence was
All right.
amazing.
And finally, Izzy, so give us your best Razorback Suey hog call. Give it to us.
Okay. Woo, pigs, suey, Razorbacks.
There you go. That deserves some applause. That was pretty
Come on.
good. That was
Thank
pretty
you.
good.
Thank you.
All right. So, Jay, I think I took maybe your part there. Do you want to take the serious question?
I can definitely go serious because I'm such the serious guy. Everyone has caught on to that.
Oh yeah, right,
No,
right.
dude, I'll tell you what, Coach. I would like to have you on every week. This is great. I just get to sit back, listen, laugh. This is awesome
That's
for
all
me.
right.
I don't mind it at all. Oh
Well, if
man.
you okay, well, I like to talk.
So what he's saying is he doesn't want me on here. That's what he's saying.
Well,
He's
fine.
tired.
Get
He's
off.
tired of looking at me. Okay, see what
Get
I
off
mean?
screen.
He's telling me to get off, so I'm
I'm
leaving.
waving the wrong one. Get off. All right.
All right, so I'll keep it
Oh.
going. I'll send you the bill because I'm doing your job tonight, Jay.
I love it, baby. I love it.
I'm joking. I love this too. All right, so on a serious note, okay, coming from Central Missouri, so to the casual youth player and her parents, from the outside looking in, they might perceive you as being kind of crazy with the commitment that you made to get where you are. Driving to St. Louis 2, 3, 4 times a week for club soccer, missing school dances, parties, limited social life, hours of self-training. What would you say to them in response? We can start with Izzy. Why don't we start with you?
Okay. I mean, now like looking at it all, it was definitely like worth everything. And even though like in the moment missing all that stuff was like kind of upsetting, like I don't regret anything. I like, yeah, I like how I did that. So, and I'm willing. You have to be willing to sacrifice everything to do that. So, I did a lot of sacrifices, but it all paid off in the end. So, I'm really glad I did it.
Fantastic. And Sarah, same question to you.
Yeah, I would say the same as Izzy. I could easily say I would do it all again. And I know my mom is watching, and she probably just rolled her eyes and said, "Speak for yourself," because she had to do all the driving. But I would do it all again. It was worth every moment, and I just kind of think now that I get to play professionally, I wake up and I think about how grateful I am for my job and how I don't really feel like I go to work every day. I get to go play soccer, and I've never woken up saying, wow, I wish I, would have gotten to go to my sophomore homecoming dance or, do this kind of thing. So I'm just really grateful for how it all played out. And I would do it all over again. And I think every sacrifice was worth it.
Fantastic. Are there any sacrifices that we kind of missed? Are there some things that we don't understand that had to happen that were beyond the question?
I think one thing that goes unnoticed, and I think they'll always go unnoticed, is our parents. Just everything that they had to sacrifice for us. I mean, our mom was driving us whenever we were all going up there 4 times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times, the amount of sleep that she lost, the amount of time that our dad probably spent, working extra, making sure that they could help us chase our dreams. I think that those two are the ones that just definitely go the most unnoticed in the whole thing. And it's really because of them that we all got to chase our dreams. So, they're the ones really to thank.
That's awesome. Hey, I want to bring up something here real quick. Brad Dempsey's watching, and we're going to find out a little bit about this. I want to find out a little bit more. Sarah Luebbert is the fiercest, nastiest, most competitive female athlete I've ever coached against. They love her in Mexico City for a reason. You got to ask about that right there.
That's fantastic. So tell us more about Sarah Luebbert and why that comment would come out.
Oh gosh, those rival high school games, they bring out the worst in us, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, there was definitely a game I saw where I was pretty mean to a girl who was marking me. Yeah, I was pretty nasty. And it sucks because we lost that game. So it's just, maybe
Oh, boy.
I should have been nastier. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, you gotta lay it all out there. I think honestly, it's funny that he wrote that because I think Izzy is way more competitive than I am. Like she's so mean all the time.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask that. Yeah.
Competitive.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah,
say if
it's-
you don't,
so
go ahead,
competitive.
Izzy.
Yeah, it's bad. With my 5 yellow cards that I got at freshman year of high school, it was really bad.
Well, and I would say, honestly, as a soccer person, I guess, mildly, you can score goals and people notice goal scoring and will compliment you on your skills and abilities to score goals. But at the upper levels, to play at the upper levels, it's how hard can you defend? How are you willing to do the grunt work to create opportunities for yourself in the front end? And so people that just like to hang out and just kind of score when the ball comes to them, they're not going to have those kinds of comments. So being the kind of player that can get the statistics that Jay read out, but also have a reputation for being ball winners and defenders and doing that kind of grunt work, that's where it's at. So, and I can tell you both these young ladies are every bit of Brad Dempsey's comments. I've watched them play a lot. They are very, very good competitors. And honestly, the things we've kind of talked about just so far, you talk about your parents, sacrifices. They did it not only for two of you, but all four. There are two brothers
Exactly.
that are not on this program that both played at a very high level, played Division II, both played for Scott Gallagher. So, Diane, I would not want to pay her gas bill. I would not have to see the miles on their vehicles over the last 10 years. So
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, we all owe
phenomenal.
them cars. That's one thing that's been said over the years.
You do. You're right. You
But
are
yeah,
right.
I mean, yeah, Tyler and Nathan definitely deserve a shout out. I mean, I can say for sure they helped me get to where I am. The amount of times I would play 1v1, especially against Nathan, and he would just make me defend the whole time and nutmeg me. I mean, Tyler too, gosh. They were always fun to watch, and it was fun because we would go and watch them, and our dad would kind of be like, you have to play like them. You need to learn how they play, and you need to play like them. And that was something that I always looked up to them, and I was always trying to learn from them, play with them, play like them. So they deserve a huge shout out too, because I mean, it's like, the whole family. We wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for the family.
And
So
even to this day.
I was gonna say, so you're saying they didn't go easy on you, Izzy? Did they go easy on you?
No, I was like 10 years old and they were like 18 and 20 and they were still like pushing me around and stuff like that. I grew up with it. It was
That's awesome. Hey guys, this is a great interview so far. We're going to go ahead and continue in just a moment. We're getting tons of comments and I'm trying to keep up with everything. I am so glad I'm not asking the questions because I'm just like going, what are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? But I'm going to keep trying to get some of these comments on there. Again, thank you everybody for joining us and doing that. Please make sure that you share the program so that other people can hear these two awesome athletes and the things that they're doing, as well as the awesome Coach Blake and Jay Gill, who are the co-hosts tonight. But before we do anything else, we need to bring on our sponsor. And I just want to thank CNS Business Services for making this possible. So here is a brief commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Not everybody is an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday type. At CNS, we have employment options for the way you want to work with our flexible scheduling program. Flexible scheduling is designed to fit your lifestyle and allows you to be in control of your schedule. CNS offers insurance plans upon employment. Celebrating 45 years of staffing, CNS Business Services.
Say yes to CNS.
Again, we want to thank Paula Binney and her whole team over there at CNS Business Services. They do such a fantastic job. I can never say enough good things about them. Just like you guys are having a ton of nice things said about you. And I saw one here in particular I wanted to tell you about, Izzy, is that this gentleman right here said, Izzy, come to Club America too.
That's awesome.
Vamos!
Yeah, awesome.
Definitely. Yeah, that'd be
All right.
awesome.
Very good. Hey, ladies, I want you to think of something. You know, these guys had you both do the tiger growl and the suey pig. So while we're doing this program, when we get toward the end, if there's something that you want these two guys to do, I'm gonna have them do it, because that's not been fair to you. They have to do something, okay? All right. I'm gonna turn it back.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna turn it back over to these guys. All right, here we go. Go ahead, guys.
Oh, well, I would love to take the opportunity to have Sarah. Why don't you talk a little bit about Izzy and what you really admire about her?
I could go on for hours, maybe days about Izzy. But let's think. Isabel is actually, let me say this. There are amazing athletes out there that everyone knows and that everyone, they accomplish amazing things. And whenever you kind of hear more about them, you kind of start to realize, wow, they're kind of crazy. That person's a little crazy, like how dedicated they are. And that's Izzy. Like, she is crazy. She is the type of person on her off days to go to the gym in the morning with her trainer, and then she'll go home and do skills for like an hour and maybe like the ladder, and then she'll go play pickup with whoever is playing soccer in town for like 2 hours at night. She's crazy. She's crazy dedicated. She's crazy mentally tough, and she's crazy competitive, which I already touched on. But she's crazy dedicated, like literally spends all of her hours like living, breathing, training, just trying to be the best player she can be. She's so mentally tough, and I think it comes from her hard-headedness, where if she's doing a hard workout or anything and she tells herself, I'm going to get this done, I'm going to do this, she does it, like no matter what. Like, she pushes her limits or her body to the limits, and it's something that that's something that I really, really admire about her. And she's just a crazy competitor. And I mean, I have so many stories, but there's one story that I love because I always think about this whenever I think about Izzy. It was like probably 2 Christmases ago, and we like had just gotten a Nintendo Switch, and we had Mario Kart, and Tyler, Nathan, Isabel, and I were all back in town playing Mario Kart together, like all 4 of us. And Izzy's really good. Like, she would destroy us, just beat us by an embarrassing amount of time. But then there was one race, literally one race, where one of us won. And I don't know if it was Tyler, Nathan, I don't know. It wasn't even important. But she didn't win. And of course, we were being jerks, and we were like, Izzy, haha, you stink at Mario Kart, whatever, and rubbing it in. And she was so mad. She didn't talk to us for like 45 minutes. She literally just sat there and was just, you could see it on her face, like you could see it in her body language. She was so angry. And it's just something that, she's crazy, but like in the best way, like where I want that in a teammate, where she hates to lose. It's not that she just wants to win. She hates losing, and she will do everything in her power to prepare to not to lose. And then when the game comes, she's doing everything she can not to lose. And it's inspiring, honestly. Like, it's great. I know you're my little sister, but I really do look up to you.
You're making me blush.
Sorry. Love you.
That's awesome.
Oh, Man, now Izzy, you've got quite to follow up because I mean, wow, Sarah laid it out there. I think she called you crazy about 67 times. I might have lost count. So she definitely thinks you're a little, unhinged, but that's okay because that's what she says she's looking for in a teammate. So Izzy,
Yeah.
same to you. What do you admire about Sarah?
Um, just like Sarah said, like I can go on and on. Like she's one of the people that have taught me literally like everything I know about soccer and just life in general. Like she's put up with my attitude and like craziness for 18 years now. Like I remember when we were little, like I used to like pull her hair and like pinch her all the time. And she's still like
You'd bite me too. Don't
and
forget
bite
about the
her,
bite.
yeah. And she still put up with me. So just I've always looked up to Sarah because like when she was at Mizzou, I was playing Gallagher, and I was like, I want to be her one day. Like I've always, she's a great role model. Like I've always looked up to her, and then just like gives the best advice ever. Like she's such like I feel like I'm kind of a negative person sometimes when things aren't going my way, and she's always like giving the best advice for me and like always being positive and just and another thing, she helps me with my math homework. She's great with that. That's another good
That's
thing.
awesome.
She like today I sent her a problem and she did the whole entire problem for me. So yeah, I just
Got you.
the best big sister ever. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You're so
That's
sweet.
great.
I
bet
explained
Diane
the
and
problems
Jerry
though.
are
There's
loving
no
this.
cheating there. Yeah. We worked through the problems together. Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
No
Yeah.
cheating. No cheating.
Oh, hey Scott, I'll let you go with the next question.
Okay. Well, I could, Sarah. One thing I'm thinking of as you're talking is about the video games. My brother, man, with the old Nintendo, not the new 64. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Atari days, But whenever he was losing, he would just go turn it off, and it drove me nuts. I would chase him around the house for hours. Sean, what are you
Yeah.
doing, man? It's just taking the easy way out. But anyways,
Yeah.
funny stuff.
Scott, I bet
So
you had some epic games of Pong. Was it Pong back and forth on the screen?
well, there was some Pong, but RBI
Oh,
baseball was our
oh,
game.
there you
That
go.
was the game,
Okay.
and I'd be beating him in the ninth inning, and bottom of the ninth, and he'd get 2 outs on him or something, and he'd turn it off, and would not let me get the official victory.
Oh, that's
So-
That sibling competitiveness is you look back on it, it's really funny.
So I want to ask the girls a question here real quick. Do you even know what he's talking about as far as Atari? Any idea? Have you seen it? You'll have to
Go.
No.
pull it up on the internet, and you'll see these little things going.
Okay, maybe I haven't. I feel like I've seen something on that '70s show where they were
Yeah.
playing maybe the Pong
Yes.
game.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
Atari.
Sorry to throw beer
Yes.
out there like that. I know that was really mean. That was unnecessary.
now if you had that Atari now, it'd be worth some money. So you might want to check that out. So hey, next question. This one is for Sarah. Talk to us about your soccer career and what have been the highlights throughout your career at Jeff City, club, Mizzou, and now professionally.
That's a difficult question. Okay. I think I've had a lot of, highlights, like team highlights and stuff, like, Jeff City getting to the Final Four for the first time. That was something that was super exciting and great to be a part of. My club, I think we made it to nationals once and like took second there. And yeah, I don't know. I had some great wins with Mizzou. We had some great runs. Making it to the NCAA tournament, and professionally, just getting to sign professionally and get to play soccer professionally is amazing. And I think I could pick out little like moments and games and maybe goals that I really liked, but I think the main thing that like my favorite part of playing soccer and the highlights that are my favorite are just the people that I've gotten to meet along the way. I've made my best friends to this sport this sport has brought me closer to my parents, to my siblings. It gives me opportunities to be on shows like this and, you know, get to talk to Coach Blake and get to meet you guys. Just all the opportunities that have come along with playing soccer. I think those have been like the best highlights, and that's what just really makes it worth it.
Well said. Fantastic. Jay?
Yeah. So, Izzy, you know, this next question kind of goes into a little bit about Arkansas and what you're looking forward to, you know, playing as a Razorback. But I just have, you know, a little bit off this question. Like, how was this recruiting process? Like, it's so weird for me to hear. Like, you're like, I graduated early. When we were talking last week, you're like, yeah, I've already moved to Arkansas. I'm in the dorm. I'm going to school. I'm going to play this spring. I'm like, you're supposed to be a senior in high school. Like, this is so cool. How did all this come about? You're like a legend.
So the NCAA rule, like for recruiting, changed my like in second semester of my like freshman year in high school. So I couldn't get to talk to any of any college coaches until June 15th of going into my junior year. So I committed to Arkansas in October, like the early October. And then I've always, like, because of Sarah, because she graduated early too, like I always wanted to graduate early because it's just helped her so much. So I always knew that, like, no matter where I was going to, like, go, I was going to graduate early probably. So yeah, it took a lot of like decisions, and like I had to switch schools and go to Capital City for a semester because I couldn't graduate early, and so I finally graduated early, and now I'm here. So
That's awesome. What made you go to Arkansas? How'd that happen?
Well, they were having like a great season, like they're back to back to back SEC regular champs, and then they've been to the SEC tournament final for the past like 6 years. So I've always just like really wanted to play in the SEC, and then I wanted somewhere like probably kind of close to home, but like still different. So this was like the perfect match, and I've always wanted, like, I'm competitive, and I always wanted to see like if I can play at a really like top 5 school. So
Well, real quick, I saw, you know, Sarah shook her head a little bit, and that might have been that Missouri Tiger thing. But I can tell you one thing: she might have screamed if you would have gone to the University of Kansas. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yep, we all would have.
That would have been unacceptable.
Okay, I thought so. After I saw that head shake, I thought, no, I know another place where you probably wouldn't wanted her to go.
Yeah, Arkansas, Mizzou. It's already putting enough strain on our sisterhood.
It's another
I don't know
competitive.
What would happen with Kansas.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited for her.
Well, you know, it's funny because, you know, you said you had moved to Arkansas last week. You know, I'm from the Midwest. I was born and raised in Jeff City, and so I was kind of expecting like a TikTok. You know, this is one day in Arkansas. Yeah, this one week in Arkansas now. Here,
it's
I'll
coming
tell
soon.
you what, it's coming. Okay,
It's coming.
I haven't got an accent yet.
I was waiting
But I
for
have
an
been
accent
starting.
this week,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
all
have
right,
been
just check.
starting to say y'all. So
Okay.
guessing it just
Come on
moved
now,
over.
y'all. Come on now, y'all. One time. Come on. All right. Well, Izzy, what accomplishments? You know, we've already talked about several of them, but what accomplishments are you most proud of so far?
Definitely just I think the most is probably going to Final Four with my club soccer team for the ECNL Nationals, and because no other team in my club has done that before, so we were like the first to do that, and we took 4th there, and then we came back again this season, and we beat the like number 1 seed team, so that was a really big deal. But yeah, definitely like getting those state, like all state stuff in like freshman and junior year because I didn't have a sophomore season. But yeah, definitely all those.
You know, and Kirk was telling me a little bit about an injury you had, and I can't remember what he said,
Had
but
lots.
it sounded really nasty, something like a spiral something, and I was just
Yes.
like, what happened? What'd you have?
So it was in 8th grade. I was in Phoenix, Arizona with my club playing soccer, and it was the last game. And I never played center back before, and I was at center back, and I just like went to step to the ball, and I just like went down immediately, and I had no clue what happened. So, and then I like jogged off the field, and then my like foot was probably like twice like bigger than its usual size, and then I had to like get golf cart off the field, and then I had a flight to catch. So me and my dad were there, and I was in a wheelchair, like holding my suitcase, and then he was pushing the wheelchair through the airport, and I got on the Southwest first because I was injured, so I got all the leg room there. But it was a really bad plane ride because then I think my ankle just started swelling like way more, and then because of the altitude, and it was really bad. 3-hour flight.
How long was that recovery process?
4 months.
4 months.
Mm-hmm. So I have a metal plate, 6 screws in my right fibula.
And I will say, a lot of people don't ever come back from an injury like that. I remember your injury, and you turned back around and got back in the game quicker than anybody. I just have never seen anybody do that in 4 months. I think that's probably credit, honestly, to your work rate, how much you love the game, probably the people around you that helped you through that process. But you obviously can't be an unhealthy person and recover like that either. So you've taken care of your body, and that probably aided you in that. So that was an impressive recovery time.
Yeah, it was rough getting back, but like after a couple months, you just have to push through, and it'll get better eventually, definitely.
I mean, just hearing about it, I think I'm gonna like take a year off. I need to recover. I mean, I'm not as strong as you, Izzy. I'll tell you that. I just think I'm a weak man. But all right, Sarah. Well, I kind of want to go back to you now. I want to hear about your time, in Mexico. How's that going? Or what's the excitements that you're having? I just want to hear about all of the awesomeness you're having in Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. I'm trying to think. Fans are probably they're so passionate and so involved in of the team, and you just want to see so badly, and that's been one experience that is just a bit incredible in front of so many people that just support you so much, or so that oppose you. I mean, my roommate last season in our run quarterfinals, and we had just beaten to the semis, and we were kind of doing our like lap around the Chivas. The fans came out to support us away from home, and we started doing, like cups like kind of thrown towards us on the field. We were laughing, kind of saying, "Oh gosh, we made it!" Like we got fans taking on. It was so cool. Just stuff like that, to play in the Estadio Azteca almost every week is just, like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So often. It's the way every time I walk in there. I kind of say there's 87,000 seats in there, so it could all fit to Jefferson City. It's kind of, if Jefferson City's like 40 people, like it's like town could. But that experience has been amazing, and it's been a great to come and get to play soccer, enjoy the game.
That's awesome. Scott, I kind of want to let you take some time now, and I want to have you share some comments on, you've already been doing it the whole show, but I want you to have the opportunity now to talk about Izzy and Sarah, and really, how they've even inspired you and a lot of your students.
Yeah, definitely. I guess one thing to check would be, do we have Sarah coming through pretty good? Do we have her coming through pretty good?
We had a little bit of cutting out on her audio, but I think it's going to correct itself.
Okay, good deal. I just don't want to lose the opportunity to hear her 100%. So I would say for me, when you think you think soccer families, and I am being truthfully honest here. You think the Luebberts, you really do. It's just unreal. The quality people, but quality soccer players that are part of the Luebbert family. So, and it starts with Jerry and Diane, two people I respect, just to the highest levels. They've done a really good job parenting their kids, and that's where it starts. And then the kids were just put in an environment where they could be successful, and they're successful not only on the pitch but also academically and in anything they do. So they've got core values. They've got everything they need to be successful in all walks of life, and that comes from Jerry and Diane. But I kind of call them the first family of soccer in Jeff City. It's kind of like the first family when you make it to Washington D.C. and you're the president of the United States. They're the first family of soccer. And I think when you get into this, just playing the game, loving the game is where you start. But then when you get to be old like me, and you got Sarah and Izzy, you're starting to get it as well, probably at your age as well. You start to realize that the game is a lot bigger than your moments in the game. It's about the people that you meet. It's about people that you influence. And I would say that just so far in Izzy and Sarah's careers, they have influenced girls soccer in this area. It's growing. I remember, Sarah, when you were playing at Mizzou, cartloads of girls were heading on up to take a picture with you on the field. And, it's just you both bring crowds, and you bring young ladies to the game. And I think when you think about coaching, you think about playing, you think about educating. It's all about growing. It's all about growing the game. And I know that's what it's about for me as a coach, along with a lot of other coaches. And I just want you two to know that you are growing the game. You are growing the game in Jeff City. You have grown the game. And I think this interview is going to be something that's going to grow the game. So your family has done that. So credit to the Luebbert family. I think the world of you guys. I really do. I'd do anything for you. If there's anything this lowly little soccer coach could do. But you've given us more than we can ever give back. So I just look forward to staying in touch and seeing you guys grow and develop. And super proud of you, really, from somebody in Jeff City. I just want you to know we are all proud of you.
Oh.
Thank
That's
you.
That's
I've
awesome.
got a huge. Sorry.
Hey,
Go ahead, Kirk.
I want to share something real quick. Jessica Beckman, she worked at Mizzou, and she said you were one of her favorite athletes there. But she said you had a very unique food snack request combination during the games. Maybe Sarah will share that with us. So,
Gosh, oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yeah, I will be. It was high maintenance when it, but there was a junior on the team who had an orange, put honey on it because she would whatever and eat it. And she was like the other. We were playing in front. She was the forward, and I was the other. Like, well, that's great, I'm refreshing, and I get quick energy. So I just on out. I was like oranges and honey all the time, and it got to a point where I come off the field and it was waiting for me by my feet. And I was like, I'm so spoiled, very high maintenance, but thank you very much. I would eat that every single game. It's really
awesome.
good. I mean, actually, it wasn't really, but I liked benefits.
That's great.
Oranges and honey. My teeth are like, yay, that's so sweet. I feel like, but
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Hey, I did want to give you all. I'm looking at the time, and we have run out of time, and I want to let you guys get back to your lives. And we're so appreciative that you guys are here. but I did want to give you all a chance to have final comments. Izzy, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I would just like to literally thank everyone that has made me this player and person I am today. Like my siblings, parents, all my coaches, and then my trainer Stefan Allen. Like he's great. He helped me through a lot of through my injuries and all that stuff. So yeah, just all the people I met on the way.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
would
And
echo that, and then
thank you.
also just Coach Blake, after what you said, you say that an soccer, I know you said whenever you think Jeff City soccer, but I know for our family, Jeff City soccer, and I mean the amount of times where or even life for us to go to the field at 179, play pickup, or times down and shooting with a Friday night, turn the lights on, and just was out there for with drills. I mean, the amount of times he coached helped even up and keep a team together and get a group of people together to in the gym. It's 20 degrees outside in Missouri, and we have to go to a gym, but it's all over Christmas break. Stuff like that. I mean, that's why we love the game. You want to play all the time, and you and Coach Warren have just always made it so accessible, and we can't thank you. It's a huge part of all of our soccer careers.
Well, you are welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
You guys, what an outstanding job. People have really enjoyed the interview. I do want to give you the opportunity to ask these two guys, is there something that you want them to do real quick before we end? This is up to you.
Okay, my thought was the Chiefs Kingdom call.
Oh,
no problem.
Dang. Oh,
Are we gonna do it? Oh, right.
Yeah, boy, Chiefs Kingdom, baby. I tell you what. Woo! I get fired
I
up.
got you on that.
Best
All
game
right.
ever. Oh,
Best
thank
Very
you.
good. Izzy, how about you?
Yeah, do the hog call.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. Very good.
Oh, man, I don't know it. Jay?
Pig suey, come on, let's go.
Yeah,
What was that?
That was great. That was great. Big Suey.
I thought she was going to do like Miss Piggy or something, Jay. Come on.
I love it.
Quit.
That's fantastic.
Sarah, Izzy, thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, great interview. Outstanding. If you don't mind, we'd like to keep up with you. We'll holler at Coach Blake and see if we can do this again sometime. Outstanding. We wish you guys the best of luck, and we know you're going to continue to do well. And like Coach Blake was saying, you're impacting soccer in the Midwest as well as where you guys are right now. And, there's lots of families that are happy to have you two as role models for their student athletes. So, outstanding job.
You guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Go Club America. Go Arkansas.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank all of you guys for joining us. Jay and I are going to go ahead and close out the program. Again, Scott, Izzy, Sarah, thank you again. We appreciate you, and we hope you have a good rest of the evening.
Yep. It was an honor. Definitely.
All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. That was awesome.
Dude, that was awesome, and I was so nervous, but I didn't have anything to be nervous about. They were fine. They were great.
They did outstanding. They did, and what a great job having Coach Blake on there with us. And he's a natural. Like I said, I can just sit off to the side and let you guys go.
Man, he's been on the show a few times now, and I could never get enough of having Coach Blake on the show. He's just an outstanding guy, great character. So I know that he helped set up this interview with both of them, and I'm really thankful for that, Coach Blake. And so, yeah, you Luebbert sisters, you guys are awesome. You inspired me. I know I've got a son that he really likes playing soccer, And so I know I'm going to have him even watch your all's videos and have him start, showing him how you can be better, because he is one of those players. He loves getting the goals, but he's only 6. But when he has to run around and defend, he gets tired. But
But he's
you guys,
he's fearless too, though. I mean,
oh yeah, he
he's
is.
competitive too. So hey, real quick, I want to add this in here. Their mom, Diane, I want to say what she said here real quick. She said, our kids have had amazing coaches along their journey from Jeff City, including you, Coach Blake, Coach Horn, Coach Hebenheimer, Matt Stacy, Kelsey Heil, and many, many more, and lots of opportunities to use the local fields. I love this interview. Thank you. Well, Mrs. Luebbert, thank you for sharing your daughters with us and for the Jefferson City community. All right, Jay, we've run out of time. I'm going to go ahead and let you close this out.
Yeah, absolutely. Sports Locker Nation, we got spoiled tonight. We had just 2 awesome days in a row with Monday night and Tuesday night this week. I mean, Dad, at this point, we should keep going. Come on, who we got tomorrow night? Let's go.
No.
No, no.
Too much going on. That was
I'm,
it was it was
I'm
a great. That was our first doubleheader. That was awesome.
Hey, and it ended perfectly.
Yeah.
So, we got spoiled, and one of the main reasons we get spoiled is because of you guys, our fans. So thank you all for tuning in. You know what to do. You got to share our program. You need to like it. You need to comment. You just need to tell people, watch. That way we can keep getting awesome people on here like the Luebbert sisters. So we absolutely love you guys. We love being on here with you every week. And I know tonight was unique being Tuesday, but we are live every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. And we loved just coming on Facebook Live and just getting to hang out with you guys. So I hope you all have a great week. We love you guys. God bless. Awesome week.
All right. God bless. See you guys next week.